Hello, so fam, what's up? What it do? Welcome to Readings by K&M Witchery. That's me. I am Kat Nicoletta Monroe, for those of y'all who may not know. And this is your spiritual check-in. I don't personally know what it is to expect. It is just after midnight my time. I was finishing up with my last client and Spirit was like, you thought you were done, you better press play, and I just oblige. So here I am. No idea what it is to expect, but as I'm shuffling in, I just want y'all to know about a couple of updates. For one, I still have a limited time sale on my psychic services. So if you want to book an hour reading, a 30-minute reading, or a mediumship session with me, feel free to check out knmwitchery.com. The prices are already discounted on there for you. There's no coupon codes needed. I currently do not know when it is that I'm going to increase the cost back to usual pricing, but hey, I just do what Spirit tells me to do, and I know a lot of y'all could be cut a break. Speaking of which, there is going to be a lovely offer that I'm going to be doing on Saturdays. I think I'm going to call it like Spirit Saturdays or Spiritual Saturdays. I don't know. I'm still working on the name. Let me know if you guys have any ideas. But either way, I'm going to go on live for y'all on Saturdays for about maybe like an hour, maybe two, depending how much energy it is that I have. And I'm going to be offering readings to those who tune in. So if you would like a free reading, catch the live. I am going to also put it on in advance, so you'll have the update and are able to set any notifications. I know not everyone will be able to make it, but I do hope to have this be a every week type of a thing. So take advantage, okay? And yeah, I hope it helps anyone who needs it. All right. I will say that you will have to be subscribed in order to chat. So yeah, that's the only caveat there. Let's dive on in. We have the 10 of Wands. Very interesting. I also just heard monitoring spirit. I just heard, can't take my eye off of you. But like, not in like a cute way. Not that stalking is ever really cute, but let's see what else we have. Queen of Wands. All right, for Juan, I'm going to tell you your name might be Juan, or you might know a Juan. I just heard Juanita. Okay. For one, protect your space, protect your energy, call back your energy, ward off any sort of monitoring spirits, return back to sender, these types of things. I'm getting like a minor headache. So it seems as though someone's not really liking what it is that you are doing. They want to kind of like take your place. I'm just hearing like the fairest of them all. We are using the Villains deck for this round here. And it seems as though someone's got their eye on you, so fam, and they're not really liking what it is that they see, or they're liking it too much that they want to bring you down, you know? It seems as though the idea of you having any surmountable success or admiration, I just heard ex, so this could be an ex looking your way. It could be your ex's ex or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, non-binary, apologies. Regardless, it seems like there's someone likely from your past that is snooping. And the 10 of Wands, it's like they want, ideally, they want to like apply pressure so you crack. And I'm hearing it almost worked. What is this reading? Can I get some clarifiers here, and then we're gonna really dive on in. We have the Strength card. Yeah, I heard stop for now. Okay, we do have the Star over here. So, okay, bottom of the deck, Star. We have the Strength card that popped out to clarify. We have the Queen of Wands and 10 of Wands. Somebody wanted your demise, essentially. Somebody wanted to see you fail. Someone may have even gone to certain extents to manifest some form of failure or rejection and difficulties of sorts. I really hope not to resonate with anything deeper and more. Someone may have, in fact, maybe, if not like directly manifested or like did some spell work or something, but like someone really wanted you potentially to get hurt or something. I really hope that doesn't resonate. I'm just reading the energies here, okay? So whoever needed this, I got you. Either way, and like the message of it almost worked coming through is a signifier that regardless of what their intent or evil eye or spell work may have been, I'm putting this in quotation because it didn't really work out. And I heard not this time. So to others, maybe whatever it is that they had done before, it in fact resulted in the outcome that they most desired, but not to you, soul fam. Duh, because you're too powerful for that shit. But you used it to your betterment. And here's the thing. Oftentimes, people who wish for people's demise, for lack of better words, right? They wish for failure, they wish for difficulty, aren't actually cognizant of the fact that, like, even that is intentional. You know, even that could be spiritually led to enhance the difficulties that you experience temporarily, soul fam, because it is divinely guided for you to build up the strength and actually like push past it and push through it. So the difficulty that one person wishes upon you may have already been happening. Like you may have already been experiencing some form of like a difficulty or some sort of like denial or even rejection or something, but it's calculated universally because you, especially soul fam, are the type to take whatever isn't working and transmute it into what does. And I think that this person misinterpreted your ability to overcome. They misinterpreted your strength. And what? Let's see what else. We have the Eight of Wands coming up. And you're about to receive more than they bargained for, more than you've hoped. Your hard work has been paying off, okay? Regardless if you're even aware of like the ill intent that may have been thrown your way during your period of difficulty, perhaps maybe you went through a hermit period. I, for one, I deal with summertime depression. I got reverse sad. So where other people usually experience it throughout like winter time, for example, not everyone, but a lot of people, I do it in the summertime, right? Based on reasons I'm not going to get into, but nevertheless. That was inevitable for you, you know? And so if someone's wishing ill will on you when you're already actually experiencing something in your own way, inevitably you were going to overcome it. And they thought they were doing something. They're like, the soul fam feels really bad right now because of me. Because I put that evil eye on them, or I cast that spell on them so they can't succeed, etc., etc. And meanwhile, spirit has been having your back. Nose itch on back, thank you. You've been protected. You've been guided to experience some form of difficulty, right? This is where we do like shadow work, for example, right? Or unfortunate circumstances occur for us to overcome and better ourselves in one form or a fashion, right? Like they say that to create diamonds, you got to apply pressure, you know? And you're about to start shining. You're about to start receiving things very quickly, very efficiently. And by things, I mean success. Whatever it is that you've been working towards, whether it's your health, your wealth, any form of recognition, some form of like respect, people adore you. I love that for you. I really do. your strength surpassed theirs. Sometimes people use the dark forces, or even if it's just ill intent, like you don't have to do intentional spell work to send negative energy towards someone. You know, negative energy in general is quite powerful. It's very potent because it's felt in such a way that usually garners more attention than the light, right? Like if you were to look back at your past at any point, you're likely going to reminisce on the difficulties more than the positives and like the happier experiences in life. Or sometimes your happiness kind of turns into despair or like missing and like regret and things like that, right? Like the negative is really loud. It's very potent. And so sometimes people utilize that to get their foot through the door in any form or fashion because it is very strong. But the thing is, though, is light prevails, love prevails, strength prevails. And I believe, as far as my soul fam is concerned, people underestimate you because you could be choosing peace. You could be choosing love and being a protective force onto others. You are do-gooders, if you will, okay? But that doesn't mean that you could be fucked with. And this is where, I don't know why I keep clicking. Someone might be a clicker. The World card just came out. Love that. Okay, Simba just came into mind. I laugh at the face of danger. Ha ha ha. People underestimate the darkness that you had to endure yourself in order for you to garner the light. And that's laughable in my personal opinion. With the World card coming out here, I mean, this could have literally opened up amazing opportunities for you to experience a life greater than even your own expectations, right? Like this is your reward. I'm hearing that y'all are being rewarded for still having a heart. It's 1222, if I ever needed that. See, and this headache is kind of like still like peeking in. To be honest, I don't think that that's your energy necessarily. The High Priestess just came out here and she fell on the floor. Okay. Someone is about to fall to their knees towards their God, their spirit, their whatever, asking for forgiveness for doing you wrong, even if energetically, even if it's not to their God. They could just be sitting in a lot of regret and a lot of remorse because something that you have done and overcome, and like the kindness, like people stand on your kindness and your strength and they admire you and you are so loved and you're so protected. Even people speak so highly of you that even those that want to bring you down are humbled. The High Priestess, I resonate highly with the High Priestess. High Priestess isn't always utilizing that energy and that wisdom towards good, because there is that polarity there, right? Like there is that duality of light and darkness. And I think someone dabbled a little too deeply into trying to either uncover something about you, to trick you, to manipulate you, or maybe they just watched you and they just really hoped that you would falter and fail. I just heard they choose you. So if this is something to do with like relationships, that monitoring spirit that keeps kind of coming through. I see you. Hi. I I think that they're quite upset at like maybe being second to you based on someone's maybe perception of you or something. Like maybe their ex or something is really interested in you now, and they're looking at you like, why soul fam? Like, why the soul fam, you know? And they could be looking at any sort of Page of Swords. They could be looking on what it is that you put out. Perhaps maybe they're trying to like dig in some dirt on you or something. Interesting nose itch on that. By the way, for anyone who's new here, my nose itches when my accuracy goes up, especially for collective readings. Snooping, wanting to discover something that can tear you down, because how is it possible that you can actually be so wholesome? That's impossible. Nobody is that perfect. And while that is true, you're still choosing to do your best in any sort of circumstance. The soul femme that I'm tuning into today, what do I keep waving around here? The King of Swords, Three of Wands. I'm not going to take these cards, but apparently I needed to say at least the King of Swords. Someone needed that confirmation, so you're welcome. You still choose to be honest and work out of integrity and have accountability for even your faults. I just heard the truth doesn't hide. The truth isn't afraid of questions. Huh. Now I do want to mention that rotten fruit falls on its own. So there is no need for revenge or any sort of like counter. Although I do still recommend you return any energies and you take back yours and allow spirit to step in and do the rest. Let's actually learn what that could be. First of all, will spirit, Five of Wands, talking about that rotten fruit. Spirit will absolutely come on in, okay? We have the Eight of Swords as well as the Three of Swords with the Ace of Wands in reverse. This person was halted, okay? This person might even believe that you, soul fam, are doing some sort of like spell on them. Like say you are into the occult or you're readers yourself, or perhaps maybe you just believe in all things spirituality, you know? And because they're projecting their intentions or what they would do onto you, they're also thinking that you would have to do the same onto them, right? Like you have to be causing them some sort of ill will. But I have to stand on the fact that like soul fam, y'all are too wholehearted for that. Like even if you, for the most part, right? Like I know some of us, we're a little hot-headed and shit. I'm an Aries moon. That's why I raised my hand to that, because it's like, fuck with me. Don't. You'll find out real quick. But even then, you won't actually intentionally want to hurt somebody. Not at this junction in your life. Not after all of the work that you have put into your healing, into your beautiful evolution, especially after seemingly coming out of what is a really difficult time for y'all, right? We're going to call a spade here. And yet, the same doesn't have to be said by your spirit team, by your ancestors, by those who protect you, which could also be people. I mentioned before that people speak very highly of you when you're not even in the room. It's like the people that they tried to have hate on you, they were like, what are you talking about? The soul fam is like this, and they've helped me through this, and they're really great people because XYZ, and they've proven all of that to me. So it's like your perception of them is like your own, but I'm not following suit on that. Or you're always being recommended, or if something really good happens or an opportunity opens, like someone go, yo, I know the perfect person for that, you should contact the soul fam. You know, it's like you're constantly being referred. They're speaking highly of your name. And that rubs some people the wrong way. And so Spirit is now interjecting, and they are limiting their abilities. Perhaps maybe, they could be cut off spiritually from actually utilizing magic, as an example. Utilizing and obtaining manifestations as easily and efficiently as they used to. Retracted. People underestimate intention and karma as well as dharma. But karma is this repeated lesson that comes around time and time again. And honestly, sometimes you can bypass the consequences until they meet the right one. And that's you. Who is so pure in their intentions, who wishes no real harm on someone, who has the emotional regulations like every other human, but your intentions are still good. That's a rarity to come across. That's why I'm also really humbled to be able to read for y'all. Because I love my soul fam. Y'all are I'm blessed. But now they're being retracted from that, you know? They could be demoted spiritually. They're being humbled. They're being taught a spiritual lesson. And the Five of Wands could be a really big ego play. They are being presented with how rotten they really are in the head. Excuse me, but it's good. I must expel the negativity. Eight of Swords, honestly, they're probably having nightmares about it. And that's maybe why I'm also sensing like them thinking that you're doing harm onto them, even though you're not. Spirit's just showing them you and being like, this is why. You wished for the soul fam to fail. Well, now you're about to be haunted by it. Haunted by their own decisions. This is their own karma and consequence coming back around. Meanwhile, you have positive karma. You got the world, babes. You got the world, you got strength, you got the Eight of Wands. You might have even been granted spiritual upgrades and beautiful ascensions and some sort of spiritual psychic awakenings and things like that. I mean, that usually happens if you go through any sort of like difficulties and you overcome it, right? Any dark nights of the soul, for example. You're being blessed. Your dreams are coming true with the Star card out here, okay? And all they can do is watch. And they're going to be hurt by it. Whether or not they're going to learn their lesson, that's their prerogative. Am I pulling any more cards? I heard no. Huh. Huh. I don't know what that noise was. But I suppose all you need to know is that you are incredibly divinely protected, and whatever it is that you have gone through, 33 on my clock, whoever needed that, you're about to embrace a heightened reality for yourself. And for some reason, Spirit really wanted you to be aware of this situation. For some of y'all, it might be new. Don't make it fit if it doesn't. Like, if this doesn't resonate with you, like, don't try to find who is like wishing poorly on you, etc., etc. I think that like the fact that you don't even know just speaks highly of your own purity, you know? But oof, they are hurting over you. You're about to be quote unquote chosen. This could fall into the narrative of you being the chosen one, okay? If you resonate with that particular title. I don't necessarily, but I do resonate with like divine femininity and shit, you know? So however it is that, you know, labels are labels, but like however it is that you resonate with your own spiritualness, you're about to get upgraded on that, okay? Like, there's a reason why you are so protected, and it's likely because you do so good onto others, and your purity allows others to know that there are other ways. And what's really beautiful about this energy is now the heroes prevail. And heroes don't always necessarily have to be perfect and like do-gooders 24/7. You're human, but you offer grace. You offer other people permission to step into their light. You donate, you have a cause, or you're just able to notice the lessons that you've had to learn in the past and have diligently obeyed your spirit in order to perhaps maybe reverse some of the ill will that you may have done in the past too. Or if there is no ill will, you're just looking to become a better person in general, right? You're taking that accountability. And shared authenticity too. Ooh, the power of authenticity, yo. Imagine knowing yourself so wholeheartedly that nobody can tell you who you are. Like, you're just like, I know who I am. You can try to talk me and manipulate me into perceiving myself as something that I'm not, but it won't work. You're just too powerful in your light. It's so bright, it's blinding, and they are quaking. Damn. So this is quite a karmic reading. I don't know. I heard my snaps just now too. So for those of y'all who are new, my snaps signify an ending, a conclusion. My job is done. Let me know with a comment down below. Did this resonate? Maybe drop an apple and let me know. Because yeah, you may be a nice crunchy, my favorite apple is Macintosh. What's yours? You may be a nice like, juicy apple, ready for the picking and enjoyment of it all. Meanwhile, they're just rotten. They're not being chosen. They're falling to the ground. Hey, I'm sure they're gonna serve their purpose down there too. Maybe a little critter can make use of them, you know? But it won't be as they intended. Their stature or something about being chosen. I don't know. Y'all let me know. This could be work oriented. This could be an ex. This could just be eyes on you who just decided they don't like you. They seen something in you. Your light was too bright and they said, I don't like it. I don't know what it is. It's a general reading after all. If you want something precise and concise, KNMWitchery.com is where and how you'll book with me. But otherwise, let me know your resonances or not, whatever. Hit me with the like, subscribe, so you can join the tribe, and so you can join in on Saturdays, spiritual Saturdays, spirit Saturdays. What do we call it? What do we call it? I'm going to be pulling tarot or oracles, or I'm just going to be channeling without cards because, you know, that's just how I do too. So join those lives when you see them pop up, okay? And yeah, if there's anything else I could offer y'all, let me know. I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Mwah. Peace.